Greetings, humans. I am Optimal Prime. We are here to tell you we support the main authority. Like, subscribe, join the Discord, support our Patreon. We are the main authority. We are here. We are the authority.
Remember, Maynes, go get that bag. Autobots, let's roll up.
There you go.
Yeah. Wait a minute, we out of sauce. Man, this ain't no sauce.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Oh, well, you dusty bastard. Our sauce is made with the best ingredients this side of the Mississippi. If you're gonna give me something, it's gotta be the sauce.
This made in New York City?
If you ain't got the sauce,
That's your loss.
here's the sauce made with the best you ever seen in your life. If you ain't got the sauce, then motherfucker, that's your loss.
Oh yeah, your boy got fresh, about to turn up. Swaggy. About to bust out this dope first, I gotta go downstairs and get me some of that Lavish Maine purple drink. Oh yeah, turn up. Yeah, let me grab my keys and I'm about to turn up. What it do, neighborhood? We gon' razz it up, we gon' jazz it up, we gon' snazz it up with that purple drink. We gon' razz it up, we gon' snazz it up, we gon' jazz it up with that purple drink. We gon' razz it up, we gon' snazz. Huh? What? Really? Oh, dang. It sucks having to go home after making a purple drink commercial. People call you names. Even walking down the street looks bleak. Look at this. I ain't even got a ticket. Ugh. Traffic sucks. Man, nothing seems to go right. When I get home, my wife looks like she's about to beat my ass. So I sit down at the table. She still know what I need. Some of that purple drink. Oh yeah. You tune into that. Hook it up. Snap it up with that purple drink.
He is the most interesting purple drinker.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer purple drink. Stay loyal, my friends.
Greetings, humans. Once again, it is I, Optimal Prime. As before, we are here to tell you that
We ghetto tonight, yo.
Your life. If you ain't got the sauce, then motherfucker, that's your loss.
Move! Get out of the way! Gotta get down here, tell these boys about the main authority. They act like they don't know about that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you gotta see the boys out. You gotta see the laughers. You gotta see them on the main authority. But you don't know about the main authority, my shit. Move out the way. Yeah, you boys right here. Y'all know about the main authority whip skills. Skirt, watch out. You know what? I know about the main authority. See your car? Your car. Your car. No, why we pull up right here? You don't know about the main authority? They got all this great content right up in here. You're right up to pay attention. Pay attention. What I'm saying, boy? You know what I'm saying? I tell you, I put you on game. Gonna put you on up with that sauce. What the hell? Yo, look at that. All you people right here about to learn today about the main authority. They all up in here. You know what I'm saying? The boys, they're quite the humanitarians. I remember myself, but still, at the same time, what you gonna do? You ain't know what it is, what it was, what it does. You gotta get the purple drink, you gotta get the sauce, you gotta get your life together with the commercials. You know what I'm saying, boy? Check out the content. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Subscribe.
He is the most interesting purple drinker.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer purple drink. Stay loyal, my friends.
The force will be with you, always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name?
How do you hear about
The chicken.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Ask God.
Forever, forever, ever. Forever. Yo!
It.
What it do?
You, Maynes.
What it do?
What it do?
Boy. It's like riding a bike, bro.
Ain't it though?
What's good, man? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Freddie Roy, the homeless lavish Blackman. I can't even talk. I'm all lavish Blackman, and the main bastard of Master Kush himself. Welcome to you.
Thank you. I am here.
He is
Hello,
here.
people.
It's here.
Oh,
What
the
up?
peoples.
What up?
Together we are the main authority. Man.
Yeah,
Get
it's
into
forever.
it, man. Look, this I'm on 10. I'm on 10, man.
What
I'm
a
on 10.
what a glorious day it is.
Just like, man, it's something about this seat. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's good,
Hot
people?
seat. Yes.
What's good? Lavish. What's good, man?
My last name. Nah, what's good, man? Black man. All day, every day. Shoot, man. Just happy to be here. It's been so long. About
Been
6 months.
too long.
6 months. Yeah.
Has it been 6 months, man?
Yeah,
It's been 6 months.
It's been 6 months, man.
6 months,
This-
y'all. Ugh.
This year done flew past.
Ain't it though? Ain't it though?
Yes,
But
sir.
you know what though? We needed that break.
Yeah, we did. Most
We
definitely needed.
definitely needed that break, man. The funny thing about it, you mentioned it like when we was talking about this earlier, like all the way going back to that other channel. We ain't really taking no break, bro.
No,
Like, we hadn't taken a break. We was like, maybe had a little hiatus in there, but like we were always working on content, doing stuff, entertaining the people's, man, doing what we do. And it was just like, life happens. And we wasn't even trying to break, but life was like, break.
take a break.
Take a break. Yeah. Yes. It was like break. But we back.
Yes, man.
We are
Yeah,
back, man. We
We
back.
definitely needed it. Definitely needed it.
And brought the homie along, man. Like, get used to seeing the homie with us, man.
I'm here, people.
He is
Yes.
here.
Let's
Holding it
let's
down.
let's shout out some people though.
Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
that.
Shout out Star Wars MCU OG, aka Mahana Maine.
Yes.
Mm.
Who else we got in the building? We got the OG, Mr. Glass Half Full himself,
Hey.
Mike.
My
Popcorn.
mother Porter.
Yeah, man.
What up,
All
man?
day. All
We got
day.
King Kunch Kendall. What's
What
up?
it is, man?
Hey, hold on. Cause I gotta give my man some flowers, bro. Like Paul, but like straight up, the man Kendall been on the grizzle, man. I don't
Ain't he,
know if y'all
though?
been paying attention, but this man has been putting out fire content, doing his thing. I remember when the homie first got started, and you see the man taking off. Hey, bro, I just want straight up from the mains, bro. 100, we see you, man. Props. All that hard work pays off, bro.
Right.
Ain't no luck behind that, y'all. That's all skill, work, dedication, blood, sweat, sativa, you name it. What's
But
up,
you know
man?
what though? It's all good. It's all good because the Maynes is back, and y'all already know.
Still standing. I'm still strong.
I
Tell
already
him.
know.
No, we still
Already.
standing and still strong. Boy, we ain't went nowhere. Who else we got? Who else we got?
Got a
Though?
few more people. I see Jedi Jen in the building.
Hey,
We got Jedi Mike, 2 Jedis.
Hey.
yes, the fourth is strong with that one.
Yes,
Very
Nerd,
strong.
Nerd Mafia. What's good?
Mm.
man?
Nerd Mafia. What's
Nerd
good, man?
Mafia.
Good. We got
Mafia.
Daniel Fisher. What's up,
Mhm,
Daniel
mhm.
Fisher?
Hey.
We got Maverick Pilgrim in the
Hey.
building.
Hey, my guy, my brother, man. What's going on, man?
We got one of the anime mains, Naming.
Naming, holding it down, be up in there on them. Look, I'm trying to remember the Demon Slayer. That's what y'all be in there
Demon
on,
Slayer,
right?
that's right.
Hey,
$8, yes. Who else? And we got Emo Joe.
Mm.
Joe.
What's up, man?
The lonely banter we see you.
Yes, we see you.
LBZ.
LB in the building.
Another grinder out there.
Sir,
Keeping
definitely-
him triggered, boy. I love it.
definitely gonna be bringing him on here
Yes.
very soon. He asked for a
Yes.
stream right before we stop. So I believe
Actual and actual.
he's gonna be
And I
on
think
with
we
the
got
mains.
just about everybody who's in the building.
Hey, yeah,
That's
and the
what's up,
number
man.
still grows,
What's up?
man. So happy to see everybody here for real,
Yes.
for real. Just warms my little main heart.
Look at you taking words out my brain again. I was just going to say it warms my soul, and the man spoke it for me.
That ain't never lie. With
Mm-mm.
all the shout outs, all the intros, all the welcome back, I say we get started, man.
Yes, we definitely can get started now.
Man.
And with
What we
that,
got first, man?
you
What we
know-
got?
What we talking about first, man? What we got?
you know what we gotta talk about. We can't escape it. It's been everywhere. He been web slinging. He everywhere. He going from dimension to dimension. I'm talking about across the Spider-Verse, man.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully
Man.
everybody saw it because we gonna be talking about that.
Si, senor.
Man.
Okay, so look, we just synced it. I need to know right off the rip then, Lavish. What was you thinking, man?
Man.
How did the movie hit you?
Man, if we're gonna go from scales, gotta start on them scales.
You know, people like scales. They like numbers. They
Yeah,
want
man.
scores. They want to
Start on
know.
them scales. What I will say about this Spider-Man movie, it is so far best movie of 2023. I have no choice but to give it a 10. I have no choice.
10.
I have no. I got nothing bad to say.
We
about
going like that?
I ain't
the
got
first-
nothing bad to say about this movie, man.
Ah, okay.
I got nothing bad to say about it. I'm thinking right now. Nothing. I ain't got nothing bad to say about it, man. It's an awesome movie. They put it together very well. They got the story written great. The twists in there, twists and turns. Some of them they kind of threw at you and was like, "Here, this is what's gonna happen." But then, even when you got it happening to you, you still got slapped in the face. They did everybody. They put everybody in this movie. As far as all the Spider-Mans, every Spider-Man that you wanted, you got in here one way or another. It was
definitely that.
It was action packed. It was impactful. Period. And they had my favorite Spider-Man as the leader, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099.
Miguel.
Only man that could probably be able to pull the Latino card of Miles Morales.
Yes,
which he totally did. We can get into a
see
little later.
Yes,
but
indeed.
still.
But I need to know though. So like you say, because 2099 is a Spider-Man that like I gotta admit I'm not really that familiar. I know of 2099 Spider-Man and all of that, but I wasn't like I don't know origin story. Wasn't into the comic like that. Most of my stuff is from video game experience only. So being that was your favorite, did you feel like they represented him properly? You thought he was did Oscar Isaac do it?
I think it was the Edge of Spider-Verse, but they started making my man's the villain in ways. It's like, and so like that would be like a small gripe, but at the same time, no, Oscar Isaac totally did a great job as Miguel O'Hara, and he was able to toe that line because it's like he's not necessarily a bad guy, but he is very into his cause. He's very into what he believes is right, and is willing to do what is necessary. Willing to endure, because he's been through it.
Yes.
That's another thing we need to get to, is that one. But,
Endure.
yes.
Endure. Yes.
He definitely did a great job as 2099, and I really am looking forward to the next one, knowing he's going to be in it again. So the movie had me hyped, man. The movie totally had me hyped, and the way that they ended it,
to be
man.
continued.
Man.
Like, I'm totally into it. What about you, Kush? What do you think about the movie, man?
You know, I take my Spider-Man, the Spider-Man, very, very seriously.
Okay.
And I take my animation very, very seriously. But when you mix the animation with the live action and you put it in the pot and stir it up and simmer it for 4 hours, and you give us a good bowl of joy. With that, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. I'm going to be watching it all summer long and then some. I love the voice acting of Haley Steinfeld. Shout out Haley Steinfeld. Okay. Shout out Haley Steinfeld. Shout out Shamik Moore, voice actor of Miles Morales. Shout him out. Shout out all the voice actors that came back to voice their Spider-Mans. Shout them out. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Exactly.
Well, there you have it.
The main ambassador approved.
The main ambassador not only approves, but gave it the 10 out of 10.
Didn't he, though? Man.
So you mean to tell me I'm going to have to be the one to bring some reality to this? To bring everybody off the ledge a little bit? I got to let a little bit of air out the balloon.
What you talking about?
Let me go on and break this down for y'all, man. Look,
do what you got to do.
This movie was absolutely a 10 out of 10. Like, if you can't say it was a 10 out of 10, what movie did you watch? Like,
right.
This was a spider-gasm. Oh,
that's right.
This was like Spider-Man mania for every 12-year-old boy inside of every adult in us all. Like, we all geeked out during this whole movie. And the crazy part about it is, there was times where I forgot this was a sequel. Like, I straight up felt like this was a standalone movie at points, because even though you knew it was a continuation, this movie was so good on its own. It was like, I'm gonna say this, and I can say this because you see it on the wall. You see the Star Wars on the wall. You know my credentials.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. This movie is the animated equivalent of Empire. This is the animated Empire Strikes Back. I don't give a damn what nobody's talking about. When cliffhanger and all, like, this is the way this dropped off, the way this movie was made, the revelations you got in this movie, the emotional roller coaster you were on, the fact that you legit didn't really know if everybody was gonna be all right by the time we got to the end of this movie, and then to still be like fully satisfied by the time you got to the end. This is Empire, but in animated form, like straight up. And it's crazy because Empire is not even my favorite Star Wars movie. I'm actually Return of the Jedi is my favorite, but I full on acknowledge that Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie ever made. Like, no question. And that is this movie. Like, this movie is just, I was hooked the entire time. I didn't want to move from my seat at all. And it is a very high standard MCU OG, absolutely. And it leapfrogged it. Like, it had a couple of inches pause left. The bar could have been a couple feet higher, bro, and it still cleared it. That's what this was. That's what this was like, man. Like, it was just, the animation was beautiful. Like, the way Miguel O'Hara was animated, I know T-Rev had touched on that when we was,
Yeah.
if you ain't messing with us in the Discord, I don't know what the hell you doing. But he mentioned that in the Discord when we was talking about it, and he was straight on point with that. I mean, and that was the thing about it, is every Spider-Man in this movie or Spider-Woman in this movie have their own kind of unique little twang on the animation. Everything still flows nicely, but everybody kind of has their own individuality. And that's a tough thing to do when you do an animation, because you can only draw, you know what I'm saying, like distinctly so much. Like the drawing style is going to be what it is. But this was crazy because, like, I feel like I still got to watch this movie 2 more times so I can get all the references and Easter eggs, because I know so much went past me. But it was like catching all of that, the way that they seamlessly worked in, like the cameos and the callbacks. It was a 10, man. It was a 10. It was definitely a 10.
Definitely. Like if, again, what you said, if you can't say that this movie's a 10, I don't know what you watch.
You know the hell you was watching this.
This is the type of movie that you still take blind people to go see. Like,
straight up.
Like, this was a good movie, dude. Like, this was
how would that work? That exactly.
That means I go to the movies. I take a blind motherfucker with me to the movie, and he get to listen, and he's like, "What's happening?" And you tell him about this movie because you so into it that you wanted to describe it in detail.
So what happens at that inevitable moment when you like, yo, did you see that? Like, what you gonna do then?
He'll be like, no, but I need to. I wish I could.
Facts. Oh man, poor Jamie.
Gotta see. This was totally one of their movies for me. And like I said, it's been a minute because we was kind of breaking this down. We had Guardians. Guardians wasn't terrible.
No,
but it wasn't up there, man. I give Guardians real quick because we really talk about it like a 6, 6.5. Wasn't bad. It was enjoyable. What we have before that?
It was a acceptable improvement to what we've been getting of lately.
Right. It was a good ending to that. But what we had before Guardians? Fast X. I ain't even see that.
No, I've seen no Fast X.
Who still goes to see Fast and Furious movies? Like
older people.
Older people. You like you got to be at like under 23 and over 45 to still be going to see those movies.
Yep. Because you know why? Both of them age groups. You know who they gonna take? Family.
Exactly. They're taking family.
For you, the people, Nerd Mafia. For you, the people, I do it for you.
Hey,
facts.
You came back for you.
So question then, like, because I want to stay on the Spider-Verse for a little bit, man. But
yeah,
question. I'm gonna shoot this one to you first, Lavish. So we know there's gonna be a sequel. Just tell me right now, man. Is this third movie gonna be better?
Man, it's like better than this one. Well, I'm gonna say for one reason, for sure it will be, because apparently every Spider-Man movie that comes out is the GOAT. Every Spider-Man movie that comes out is the greatest of all time, better than every other Spider-Man movie ever made. Video game, it don't even matter. They cross-platforming it and saying it's the best ever. So yeah, it's gonna be better. But on a realistic note, which we'll talk about much later, but I don't know, man, with this writer's strike. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, we're gonna have to touch on that.
Man. I remember last time we had a writer's strike, it took a minute. It was like one of them chainsaws. You gotta keep pulling. It's just dying. It took them a minute.
X.
It took them a minute.
X.
I don't know. I hope so. I hope it's at least just as good. I will say that this movie compared to the prequel or the one before it, the first one, Into the Spider-Verse, is just as good. It just had a different, like you said before, it had a different charm to it.
Yeah.
But it didn't mean that just because it doesn't have that particular charm that one's better or this one's better. Like they are on par. Right now they are linear. And they need to continue that. They don't need to drop. I don't feel like they need to even go try to beat it. Because usually when you try to top it, that's when it's like, they could have did this, could have that. No, just tell a story. That's what I'm looking for.
Exactly. No, definitely.
He looking real serious right now.
He's
and with that, also, Amy Pascal did confirm a live action Miles Morales film is in the works.
True story. Hey, so
it's true.
So then let's pivot a little bit with the question. Because I asked, if you think the third one can be better. So then, do you think live action Miles Morales by default would be better than the animated version?
By default? Go ahead, Kush. You answer that one. You hit that one.
Well, I have no problem, so fine. I'll say it. No. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You have so much more freedom when you do animation. You can slice somebody in half, put them back together, and do it 3 times, and nobody will care. Live action, you gotta expand and expand again and expand again. So no. But will it be fire? Of course, because our cups are half full.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I look at it like this. This movie, I would say this franchise has basically blown a hole in that theory that animated movies can't be better than live action. Like, if anybody was still holding on to that crazy theory, then like, let that ish go. Let it go, because it ain't happening. And I bet you the live action Miles Morales, by the time we get to that, people will be complaining about there being too much Spider-Man.
That's blasphemy.
Yes, of course it is. Definitely blasphemy. But I'm saying, and I say that because all of this stuff is, and this even goes back to what you were talking about how apparently every Spider-Man movie come out is the best ever. That's exactly what, this is. It's like when you have that level of hype, when you are putting that much pressure on every movie that comes out, eventually people are gonna get tired of supporting it. Like, people are just gonna get to the point where it's gonna be like, okay, I've had enough of that. Even if it's like consistently good, not necessarily great, but consistently good. Look at what's going on with the MCU right now. Now, we can all agree that the MCU this phase or these last movies have not been on par with what we got, let's say, in the first 3 phases, right? We can all agree on that, right? We know that. But we're not going to sit here and say that the MCU is trash. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'll watch MCU over the Snyderverse. I mean, I'll watch the Snyderverse over MCU. Like, that's just crazy cap. But when you hear or when you look on socials and you see people talking about MCU, what do they say? Well, like when they talk about how it's falling off, it's not that, they falling off a little bit. Oh, they trash now. Oh, it's whack now. It's over. MCU ain't even popping no more. And it's like, really? That's how far we going with it. And so it's like, we got to get to a point where we settle back down somewhere in the median, because this fandom ish has gotten out of line and it's starting to create these crazy divisions. I just don't like it, man. That's why I be like, y'all can have that. So I mean, hey, maybe it'll turn out and be better, maybe not. Who knows? All I know is this movie right here.
I got a hot theory for y'all.
What's that?
So, live action Miles Morales confirmed. What if at the end of Beyond the Spider-Verse, it ends with him crossing into a live action universe?
Oh yes,
that's how we get it. We ain't got to go through origin stories. We ain't got to re-explain nothing. None of that. We get to continue the story. Probably age him up a little bit by the end of that, and boom.
That's probably the best way, honestly.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think that makes the most sense. Like, I'm with Kush on this one. It makes the most sense. Like, if you're gonna do it and you're gonna move him into live action, people are already familiar with that character now from just these 2 movies alone. Like, even if you didn't know who Miles Morales was, period, you know now. So there is no need to do a whole origin story and say, oh, this is in a whole different part of the multiverse. Nah, just make this whole through line the same as you've been doing. Like, keep it moving.
Right.
Don't add extra ingredients when all the seasonings is already there.
Facts.
Stick to the recipe, man.
Next question with this then for me is, they make him live action. Does he get his own secluded universe, or do they find a way to pair him up with either a Tom Holland or your boy Andrew Garfield? Solo, Andrew, or Tom Holland? What we got? What we thinking, peoples? Y'all put that in the chat. What y'all thinking? You gotta be Solo. You gotta be with Andrew Garfield, or should he be with your boy Tom Holland? Or I'll even throw another one in there that's just something to marinate on. They find a way to bring your boy Toby back yet again. They go back to his universe and put him in there and kind of continue it like they do in the games. To give him a proper mentor.
Well, if you ask me, which you did, I'm going to say his movie with Tom Holland, or Toby Andrew. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why? Because we want Haley Steinfeld. Because I would like a little more Haley Steinfeld. So to get the Haley Steinfeld, I don't care if you throw Toby in there, throw Tom in there, throw Spectacular Spider-Man in there. Just give me Haley. That's all I want to say. Risk it. What's your thoughts?
I'm wondering, you know me, I'm always trying to come out of left field with it. What if it's neither one of them? Like you said, it might not be Garfield. It might not be Tobey Maguire. They might not even bring him back. It could be a standalone. Or what if you built him into a continuation of what is my guy? New Spider-Man. Why am I blanking out on this boy's name? Spider-Man from the MCU.
Oh, Tom Holland?
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
That's what it do. We forget sometimes.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Look, all the Spider-Mans look alike, man. I'm trying to tell you. But like,
you had to do it.
What did I say? Oh. No, man. I'm just saying, like, what if, I mean, you could do a continuation of it because Tom Holland, like, we thinking the whole thing, like, Tom Holland's going to go and be Spider-Man, and that's going to be like a continuation with him in college and yada, yada, yada. What if the situation that he's got to deal with is now you got Miles Morales then popped up. And now there's that dynamic going on.
Right.
And it's like now that, let's say Peter Parker, like Tom Holland starts being lame because now you got this young boy that's out here and like everybody wants to be cool with him. And like that ends up being kind of a subplot dynamic. Not necessarily that it's a rivalry, but it's like one of those things where it's like they got to figure out how they're going to work it out together, like as a team type thing.
Right. Because, I mean, if they do that at that point, they're kind of paired in ways, you know, because he had his 3 Spider-Verse movies.
Mm-hmm.
He goes into live action from there. He didn't went through a lot of stuff that a Spider-Man would have. And then Tom Holland, he's already going to be in college, so that they'll have that age gap already to where, you know, he's still going to have to try to figure out his life. Miles will have to figure out his life in school, in high school, while, you know, you got the Tom Holland Peter Parker learning his life in college, but he should be a lot more mellow. He shouldn't be, we get to see the Spider-Man that we was used to seeing back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The one that seemed like he had his mind right. He actually made it to class to get bit by the spider in the first place. We get to see that Spider-Man. So
that's what I'm saying. That would be fire too, to go that route. And the thing that kind of lends itself is if we, you know, look at his costume at the end of No Way Home and how it kind of leaned into that classic one a lot. Yeah. And I can see that whole setup kind of being like that, man. So that might be an option as well, man. You just you never know, man.
What you thinking, Kush? What's on your mind, man?
Haley Steinfeld. But so you think we didn't had enough Spider-Man?
That boy love the cream pie, don't he?
Don't he though?
Hey.
So you trying to put that ice cream on it?
That's right.
Don't he though?
So again, to reiterate, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Beautiful film. Empire Strikes Back. We hopefully about to get some Return of the Jedi. Here for it.
All day long, man. All day
We had
long.
another summer trailer drop, a second one for that new TMNT Mutants of Mayhem.
Yeah, we did.
That we did, man. And it wasn't bad, actually. I like the spin that they put on it, actually. It was good. What do you think?
I'm gonna just go on and be that guy, man. I said this with the Bat Cullen. Said that was not my Batman. These not my Ninja Turtles, man. I'm not gonna say it's trash. I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna be good. Just not my Turtles, man. The Turtles and I have hit the point in our relationship where I have locked in on those same Turtles from the late 80s, early 90s animated cartoon and them big puppet-tiered Turtles from the first 3 movies in the early 90s.
That's my favorite.
If it ain't either one of those, man, best of luck, cowabunga and all that, but nah. Nah. I just can't look at it. Like, I look at the animation throws me off. Like, the whole new twist on the personalities throws me off. I don't like the fact that they coming out and these turtles, they kind of feel like all 4 of them is like variations of Leonardo from my favorite iteration of the Turtles, if you know what I'm talking about. They act very, 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 very like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna say it. They light skinned. I don't like it. They all like that. Like, I get that it's time to be kids. They're trying to appeal to kids and all that. But
Oh man. So what? So hold on. I'm seeing some people saying that they didn't see the trailer.
Oh, what?
Do the people need
What?
Do we need to see this trailer?
The people.
Shall we show it to the people?
I think we can as long as we keep it low and we are actually critiquing the trailer and all that good stuff.
What did Bill Cosby just entered the chat? Comment on the trailer with some pudding.
Put it on the side with ice cream, chocolate, blah blah
blah blah.
Oreo cookie. What's good?
Man, well, I'll tell you what. We won't even mess around with trying to show the trailer. I don't even want to. Oh, well, look at him. And he's like, never mind. Here it is then. Well, put it all up there then for the people.
We're going to do what we want.
We do what we want.
You want to cut it? We're going to cut it. Okay.
No, we're going to run it. It's here now. I have to look at these little green mother.
Right. Yeah, that's what he was trying to avoid. We're going to keep the sound
That's what I was trying to.
Like ultra low.
I'm just,
Super
it's just
low.
like, I mean, if this was a video game, I would be here for it. But the fact that I'm like watching this and it's just like, no, man, I just don't get it, man.
My Turtles journey ended in 2012.
There we go. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Wow, you sped it up, bro.
Yeah, I see you.
Sped it up. Yeah, that's fine.
We got Jackie Chan as Splinter.
Bro, like, look at that Splinter though.
That's Splinter.
Look at that Splinter though, bro.
Look like a Splinter.
He's been on that stuff for a minute.
Like, what is like? Okay, look, like, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that, Lord Jesus. I'm not mad at the animation, right? It's not the animation. It's just the new, like, attempted take on these damn turtles. I'm just not feeling it. It's like I get that you want to kind of like encapsulate more of them, the youth, and you're trying to like really lean into the fact that they're young, but like, damn, bro. Like, this is.
I think my issue is the fact that they keep making them like kids, like kids. Like I want to see like 17-year-old.
Like, I want to see grown ass. I got Bill's turtles. That's what I want.
Close to right.
I got Bill's turtles.
I want to see the I got Bill's turtles. Like,
that's what we got.
I want to see like, no, quit all this bull. I'm out here. I got things to do. Look, ain't got time for this.
He said he don't want to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles no more. He trying to see just.
I want to see. Adult mutant struggling Ninja Turtles.
A turtle
That's what I
with
wanna see.
bills, baby on the way.
Adult struggling Ninja Turtle. Adult struggling Ninja
Oh,
Turtle.
hell
Turtles in the studio apartment. Turtle power.
With no power.
With no power.
Went from pizza to ramen.
That's what I want to see, man.
That's hilarious.
Boy.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I can see that.
Put that on a
For
t-shirt.
real, look, Raphael got 2 baby mamas.
You know
He
what though?
behind on child support.
To your detriment though. You know who would pick this up? In HBO Max.
BET.
Oh, you right.
He said BET. That's just as bad.
Okay. Not BET, dog. Not BET, man.
Hey, they supposed to look out.
Oh no.
I mean, but here's the thing. We done turned this trailer on and talked about everything but this damn trailer. This ought to tell you everything you need to know about this movie. We turned the trailer on, got it on a 0.75, and ain't said shit about it other than the animation and that it should be in a cartoon. I couldn't tell you nothing about what's going on in this mug. I couldn't tell you shit. All I know is this ain't it. This ain't it.
Who is that?
I done just seen Across the Spider-Verse. You want me to sit through this shit? No. No.
Yeah. This was definitely not made for us. Doesn't mean it's not gonna be enjoyable for some, or for those who were it was made for, plus those who got no choice but to take those who it was made for to go see it. I will say this. That I do like the little twist that they put in the story, and it's not the typical go after Shredder, gotta face the Foot Clan, none of that stuff. It's actual them trying to find a place in society. They're a bunch of teenage kids that's tired of living in the sewers and ways, and they would like to experience what it's like to have a normal life. And just because they feel lonely, they don't feel like there's other mutants around until they meet that band of mutants that you saw that was being led there by what they call him in this, because they didn't call him Baxter. They called him something else. It was Flyman or something like that. Fly or something like that. But I thought it was a good little twist instead of having the, like I said, the typical story that you always see with the Turtles. I think that's kind of like the issues that you point out too. It's like they usually wind up getting a decent storyline, but it's the way that they compacted and put it together that seems to be the problem in there.
Well, the thing
you
is,
got my Turtles in it.
Well, it's not even. It's not. So yeah, it's not so much about the look, because again, I don't necessarily disagree. Like, I don't hate the animation style. Okay, I don't hate it, but the problem I have with it is, again, or Across the Spider-Verse is now the gold standard, right? Now when we realize and we acknowledge that not every movie is gonna be that, not every animated movie is gonna be that. We get that. But here's my problem. If you go over to a website or a channel on YouTube by the name of Star Force Media, I believe, they've got a semi-animated kind of comic book adaptation of IDW's run of TMNT that they voiced over. That is just better than this trailer.
Yes.
That story is better than me trying to hear about a story about the Turtles. That the whole plot that you just gave me is a subplot of that 2011 IDW comic run. So they wove that into the story just fine. And that animation and that story was just fine. The best part about that is it's adult centered. It's not adult, like it's not like rated R Turtles, but it's like, and it's not turtle porn, so get your mind out the gutter. But no, it's like, I'm laughing at Kavira's. It ain't that. But no, it's like it's very mature, like content. Like it's spiritual type stuff involved. It's not just, oh, Shredder, we got to go after the Shredder and Technodrome and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that. And so it's like, for me, when I know there's that exists, I'm like, what the hell is this watered down, commercialized buzz? I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. And turtle porn has wrecked the damn screen. Ladies and gentlemen, turtle porn. Now, which one of you mother gonna be the one to actually go find the animated?
Oh no!
Which one
That
of y'all
is
gonna
no.
do it? Somebody in here, because that's why everybody cracking up. Somebody go
man.
find or has seen. So that's what that's
Oh man, shoot! If anybody, if anybody gonna do it, it's gonna be the homie Kavai. You know why?
You the producer, man.
What did you say, nigga?
I ain't got time for Turtles and Haley Steinfeld, nigga.
Come on, you better just mix out all together, all at once. Turtle bang.
Oh, no.
Just do it.
Oh no!
Hey, just do it.
Right. You better just do it.
So we can all agree on. Forget these turtles. Forget these turtles.
Yes.
Man, get these turtles off my screen, man. I ain't got
That's
time for that.
definitely. I will catch it during streaming, and we already know that we're gonna hit up the homie Jack Sparrow on that one.
Indeed.
Damn. We
All
might
over the Black Pearl.
hit up the homie Jack Sparrow on something else, depending on your take on how this particular film is panning out to be. That film being Flash, starring Hermes Miller himself. I mean himself. Whatever.
Don't be getting us canceled. Don't be getting us canceled, Kush. You better call them by their proper identifier.
I didn't mean to identify they as him.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, just as quickly as we've returned, we have been banned.
Got sent to the cancel verse.
The peoples have got us now. So sorry. Oh, man.
With that, do we think this movie, the hype is real, or is it going to be a flop? Is it because it says with promo and the production of this film itself accumulates to be about $330 million.
Well, I don't know. All I know is I had to take a business trip up to New York. And I was on the corner and bought a hot dog at a hot dog stand. And the dude at the hot dog stand had a bootleg copy, said it was the best movie he'd ever seen. So if I'm supposed to believe him and everybody else on the internet, this is supposed to be the best movie ever made. Damn comic book, damn DC, damn action. They like, nah, we didn't put this one in. These to go in the vault as a national treasure. This is the best movie ever made. You know what I say to that shit? Just like them Miller, they all being extra. Extra as hell. Stop it. Let's be clear. 62, and this is actual data that I did pulled right from the top of my head, from the top of my head. 62.3% of people only want to see that movie because of Michael Keaton. That's it. Nobody really gives a damn about this movie other than Michael Keaton.
Right.
Like, can we just be real? Can we be real? If it wasn't for Michael Keaton, no one would care. The multiversal aspect of this movie is the only thing that has got anybody remotely interested. So much, in fact, and people might say it's the writer's strike and all that, but damn all that. I say they don't even give a damn about this movie so much. They ain't even letting Extra Miller promote them up. He ain't even doing no promotion.
Nope.
Them ain't doing no promotion.
Them needs to make sure they stays up out of jails.
Because you know, the first time that somebody tell them that movie bad, they getting choked.
Man slammed.
Man slammed.
You want me to act? You want me to act?
Bruh. Oh man. And the sad part about that is, by the time that happens, Skip and Shannon won't even be able to talk about it.
Nope.
R.I.P. We even had that on the docket, but I had to touch on that.
We get to that soon. It's on.
It's just a damn shame, man. R.I.P. to Shannon Sharp, man. But yeah, this right here, this flop, this I call it the flop movie.
The flop. That's what they're gonna call it after.
That's what this finna be, man. This movie, I'm not gonna say it's a flop. It's not gonna be a flop, but I promise you, we're gonna come out of this movie and go, you know what? I'm glad I saw it for the Michael Keaton parts.
Right. My fear is that they showed all the Michael Keaton parts. At least, I know they cut out like conversation and stuff, but like all the interesting parts, I feel like.
Oh yeah, of course, you know that. Come on, man. How old is that? First of all, they did, because anytime you see him in the movie, otherwise it's gonna be a stunt double.
They lying though.
Ain't not
facts.
That's why I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, he is the only reason I want to see this movie. Like, this is, if he was not in this movie might as well be New Mutants. And I told you this already. This movie might as well be New Mutants. It's a lame duck movie. It's a bookend to a phase of DC that most hardcore DC fans like Lavish Blackman would like to forget.
You're damn right. It's gonna take me at least a decade before that happens. Unfortunately.
This is, but so that's what I'm trying to understand. It's like, and I know, like, other than the Michael Keaton aspect, isn't this like the final, like, this got to be like the final you to like DC fans that stuck through the Snyderverse,
that actually like the damn Snyderverse? I would say it's just like, and don't let me get back. I'm not trying to. Anyway,
I'm not trying to trigger you, man.
I know. That's it's just.
I'm trying to trigger you, babe. I'm trying.
Just this movie is triggering. Period.
Exactly.
Because I just don't like. I don't like the way he portrays Barry Allen. Period. I just don't. And I would really like to see the end of this. Have a new actor or bring in Grant Gustin and let him get a better suit. And
don't even say his name. The pain.
I'm just saying. Right now, I mean, John Wesley Shipp, of course, he's like the original Flash. So, and those were the Flashes that I grew up on. So those were dope for those times. But Grant Gustin is like, he's the Flash. He's the Flash now. Like, I don't care if the show's over and all that stuff. But I think the Flash now, it is very acceptable that Grant Gustin comes to my mind first. Despite the fact of how CW debacled that whole show, it doesn't matter. He endured. He endured. Was it 9 years? 9 years, almost a decade. My man was up there with Smallville. He deserves the respect. He's up there. But as extra, I'm good. I'm not going to see it for him. I'm going to go see it for Zod. I want to know what they're doing with Supergirl, Sasha Cale. I'm of course going to go see it for Michael Keaton. And any other kind of aspect they have in there around the Flash. I don't care about the Flash himself. The costume looks like somebody tried to take all the pieces of Laffy Taffy and stretch them and make a costume out of it. And then just seeing him in it, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe the ripples of the physique that they try to put on this costume to make it look like he's got some kind of muscular texture to him. Just don't believe it. I don't believe him standing there. Oh, you're the Flash. Yeah. I'm the Flash. Like, really? Come on. That is not Barry Allen. That's not the Barry Allen I want to see. And they just need to hurry up and get this. They need to do, what they need to do with this movie? They need to do with this movie what the homie Osborn told his son to do in Spider-Man. They need to do what they need to with it and room it fast.
Oh man,
that's what I want.
Another one we need to clip. Yes,
we are close to getting it over with. So, Judge Mills Lane, let's get it on.
Let's get it on and get it gone.
That's
the way I feel about it, man. Like, I want to see the movie. I'm cool. I'm like I said, I'm here to give them my $15 just for Michael Keaton's sake, because again, that is I was watching that 1989 Batman last night, man. It was just like, I don't care what you say, man. Like, Heath Ledger, best Joker, but That niggas, man, come on. When you go back and you watch, like he leaned in hard in that role. Leaned in hard.
Right.
And Keaton held it down, bro. Like when you watch that movie, man, like he definitely held down Bruce Wayne and Batman in that movie. The one thing that I realized now watching that movie as an adult and like really looking at it, the action scenes wasn't done, man. Them action scenes, he was limited AF in that suit, bro. Like,
yes,
he could not do much of a damn thing in that suit.
And that's why you got to give Michael Keaton so much credit.
Facts.
That's
Because
why
he still
you got to
pulled it
enjoy
off.
that. Yes.
And they still made it believable. And it's like, and it doesn't take away from the movie at all. Like, you watch the scenes and you go, okay, yeah, he can't do a lot. But the way that it was shot and the way that they were able to capture the action that they were able to get, you don't even like you don't notice it unless you look for it. To be honest, because the movie's that good.
Facts.
And yeah, one time for Vicky Vale, boy, I forgot.
Woo.
One time, blow your mind.
The girl, that was my girl from the world.
Man.
My take on the movie, I don't care, honestly. And they're not getting my $15. I'll hit up Sparrow. They're not getting my $15.
I wouldn't pay that
They
either.
not 15s. No, they not getting it. Sorry, I love Michael Keaton. He the best. Love Michael Keaton. Not doing it for him. I love him, but I'm not doing it.
That's understandable.
I will see it on Sparrow. Sparrow been doing a pretty good job.
He has been actually. My man Sparrow.
Good job.
Hey,
man.
My man's all over the Caribbean.
That's what happened when you pissed them writers off. They Sparrows start getting the right connects.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like
he
know
how
to make
Sparrow's
that work.
connection is so good. He got commercials with his connections.
Look,
Ain't
you
that
know, Sparrow like that dude. As soon as you get into as soon as you and your girl get into a fight, he slide over there, be like, you don't even need to be fooling with him, man. Let me tell you something. Let me take you out somewhere. Look, just slide me a couple of them movies. Look, we'll make sure you get your money, baby. I got you. Sparrow gonna take care of you. I'll let my man Taylor. We got you.
He never lied. Yep. Out there with Taylor in the blender.
Exactly. Try to tell you, boy. I told you, man. Look, and Sparrow done got them writers on strike, so Sparrow done got the key grip on the set. He got freelance CGI work. His commercials looking better than some streaming shows.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Sparrow know what he doing, boy.
I mean, like Sparrow's commercials look like it's part of the movie.
I'm trying like integrated into the movie type
like
thing.
That.
I'm like, hold on, bro.
Like, hold up, man.
I'm like, yeah, I see you working Sparrow. You boy, let me tell you, you went over there to that writer's strike. I was like, say y'all, let me holler at y'all real quick.
Right.
I hear y'all trying to make some money.
I got
businessman.
Hey, don't even say that to him. Like, what you try to strike for another week?
Look, he trying to keep the strike going. Like, no, call him back. Don't even. What they talking about?
You walking away like
they need you. You don't need them.
That's a phrase I ain't seen in forever.
No, well, that's say check your donation.
Donation.
Yeah, we got to turn all those. We got to turn them back on. We
definitely got to get that back, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So,
where's Canadian blood?
Yeah, where is Canadian blood?
It's a good question, man.
We got you. We got you, Nerd Maffa.
Nerd Maffa.
We got you.
Take my money.
Oh,
there you go. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
What? You're gonna have to check it, homie, because I don't have it on this one.
Got you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more toward the end of the show on the changes we're working on and some of the hindrances that actually kind of made us have to take a break.
Canadian blood, air and spirit, they never lied.
Hell yeah.
Well,
yeah, man. What we got next, man? Because ain't nobody really trying to talk about the Flash.
Right, that's a bow.
Flash.
That's a bow.
Yeah, that fast.
But we got an OG to talk about. Not McConaughey. Not that OG, a different OG. we've been watching his films for a minute. He done did many films, American films, Chinese films, all types of films, and he's making a comeback. We know he's gonna be in Mutants of Mayhem. He got this new movie with John Cena called what is called Hidden Strike. It's called Hidden Strike. And then Rush Hour 4, what was in production, we can assume that's been delayed too. But that main OG being Jackie Chan, man.
Indeed.
Yeah, man. I seen that preview.
I checked out that trailer. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna steal your thunder for a minute.
Go ahead. You might gonna say
they should have hidden that shit until the strike started. Like, that one ain't it, bro.
Oh man.
I don't know what, hey, maybe he need a check. I get a homie Jackie Chan credit. His English done got a lot better.
Hell yeah.
You can actually understand the words that are coming from out of his mouth now. But other than that, how is it possible that John Cena looked like he took a step back in his acting ability in this movie?
I kind of feel, yes, that's what I was saying. This movie looked like a high budget straight to DVD film.
Yes.
Like, that's exactly what that looked like. It's like, I know you're not going to be able to see this in the movies. Just wait till whatever the release date is and go pick it up from your local Dollar General.
That part.
It's going to be in there for about $19.99, and you can apply that $5 coupon and get it for $14 some change and call it a day. Because
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, the man still look, he's still, they able to do whatever they do in Hollywood to get him looking right. It ain't that he out there looking old and dusty. It's just that magic they trying to recapture is 30 years old, bro. That Rush Hour buddy comedy type action. Ain't nobody looking for that no more. That movie had like dated written all over that trailer, bro. I'm like, man, if this had come out in maybe 2007, I'd have been like, I might check this out. Like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it.
Nah, this movie should have came out during the pandemic. Then it would have guaranteed, like I said, straight to DVD. Pandemic probably would have made at least $1 million some odd dollars.
No, you know what this is. This is the year that, like you said, the straight to DVD movies, they decided to take a swing, because this really should have been a DVD double up with Cocaine Bear. Them two movies should have been like in one of them little DVD bins, 2 for $10 at Walmart. Bro.
I was about to say, they probably are. This movie's probably already in the DVD bin. They probably already got it in the back, waiting to pull the bin out for when the movie drops.
Oh man, wouldn't it be funny if somebody was like, wait a minute, here go Hidden Strike here. It was made in 87 with 2 different people in it. He made the same movie. It's
got an all Middle Eastern cast.
It's a Bollywood film. Ain't this about a bit?
1xBet Productions.
Funded by Taylor himself.
Right.
Executive producer
by Imhotep. Go buy it from your local bodega today.
Boy,
you might buy it from the same bodega that the Spot was trying to steal the ATM machine from.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh,
you're gonna mess around and all the movies gonna mix together because the Flash gonna run through, and now you're gonna get stuck into the bodega verse. That's it.
Into the bodega.
Oh man.
He's stuck there.
You got Mrs. Chin from Venom and the Maynes from Austin Spider-Verse.
Oh man.
We can agree that strike should have been kept hidden.
That's probably why they went on strike.
I'm trying to tell you.
For real.
If you put this out, we are done.
Talking about strikes. This writer's strike been going on for a minute now, man.
Oh yeah, man.
The writer's strike, man. Our projects, our stuff, everything is getting delayed. Production is stopped. Folks is going on summer vacation early. Give these people their money.
That's
tired of this,
bruh. Look, like Look, and I'm trying to I want to get serious. Okay? Look.
I got you.
Why you got that look? He look like somebody's uncle, bro. Like just 70-year-old uncle, mad as hell.
Back in my
They stopped
day.
selling Newports at the store. He's like, what do you mean? You don't.
Think of this.
Oh shit. Oh,
Right.
oh God. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Hope you brought your tissues. I hope y'all brought y'all tissues. tonight,
Oh
'cause
Lord
I got
Jesus.
People, they
tears.
money. I want my.
Give them their money.
What did you say, nigga?
Give them their money.
You owe me $15 of cigarettes.
Uh,
Now I can't even see no more. They got me so mad.
Oh, $15. Boy, they owe them people. Let me tell you something. If I'm a writer and my streaming, my residuals check from, and this is real life, go look the article up, man. If my residual check for a show that was on a network channel was 12 G's, and then you send me my residuals for a show that was on streaming for the same amount of time, and that shit is $4,
I'm trying to tell you.
bro, I'm rolling up on somebody like, nah, bro, you got to have my mother money, man. Like, we ain't gonna play these games, bro. I'm holding I'm going to Bob Iger house, bro. I'm outside his gate.
I'm trying to
like,
tell you.
And I'm
no.
taking John Morant
What
with
you
me.
talking about? Give a damn what you talking about, white man. I need my bread, bro.
We coming for you, nigga.
Real. Be like Bob Iger. We coming for you. I'm like, oh,
It's a parade in my city, yeah.
I'm trying to tell. I'm calling John Morant, bro. I'm
calling
getting
John.
the homies. We riding.
Yeah.
I'm showing up. I'm pulling up on Disney lot, bro, with John Morant and his goons, bro. We want the smoke.
Kwame can come too.
Right, Kwame rolling with us,
That's what
bro.
I
Like,
was trying to think of his name.
don't give a
Yes.
damn. I'm like, nah, we need them ducats, bro. Like, y'all playing games with me. $4, bro? Hell no. That's a slap in the face.
Yeah, that's
No.
terrible. That's not even $8, man. It's half.
That's
That's
what I'm
half.
talking about. They couldn't even give him $4.
I'm saying that's 90s prices. Come on.
Hell no, bro. That's the thing, man. It's like, you know, in all seriousness, we sit here and we enjoy all of this content, man, and we don't realize, you know, what goes into or what's really happening behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? We see all this stuff about these actors getting paid, and directors and writers, and directors and like Bob Iger and all of these, you know, all this money that these movies gross and everything else, and then you find out like the writers ain't getting broke off, and then we sit there and we complain because we like and this to me takes me all the way back to the pandy when we was complaining about WandaVision and the writing in WandaVision. How we know that wasn't a bot? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because that's part of this too, is that they're trying to restrict them from being able to use AI to write some of these scripts or whatnot. And that's a real, like, I didn't even think of it from that perspective, but it's like, imagine that. It's like I submit you a story or something like that, and you tell me, nah, we ain't gonna use it, but then you take my element, spit it into a computer, and let an AI write it. Like, hell no, bro. Like, no, I'm not cool with that.
Right.
And if that mean that I gotta, you know, take a knee for a minute with my content, in terms of like my cinematic content and all that, I'm cool with that, because I'm standing with them writers, man. Like, they got to get that bread, bro. And I mean, it sucks for us, but them people got to eat too, man. Especially when you got like the Bob Igers of the world pulling up on people in G5s and like, come on, man, y'all break bread with these people.
Right,
make money.
Hell yeah, shoot. That's all they've been doing is taking it. All they've been doing is
take my money.
Every damn time. Every time.
Right. They take everything sweet till they ain't get them content. I'm actually lightweight worried that they're going for real try to replace writers with AI, because I mean, we've seen some of the old scripts that was written by AI. Some of that stuff's like really generic when you ask an AI to
Oh yeah.
But nowadays, some of the stuff that they've been able to pull off with these AIs is lightweight amazing, to be honest. Especially the artist render and stuff that they've been doing, and some of the preemptive software that they're coming out with. But I mean, what worries me is the fact that I don't feel like an AI can actually capture the creative essence of the human brain, you know? And for them to try to like how they doing in a lot of these fast food restaurants and other stores, like it's popping up everywhere, you know, you self-serve, go and check yourself out. And like what are we doing with the people who need jobs, you know? And when you starting to see that pop up on a creative level like that, where you got people who like to write, who like to express themselves in art, and they are being pretty much like acted as if they're obsolete, like they're worth $4 because of these AIs. It's real disheartening, because like how soon before we have an AI director? How soon before we got AI producers? You know what I'm saying? If they're able to do it with these writers, how soon before drones are the ones moving around and recording all the filming that we see? You know what I'm saying? And next, you know, the cameramen, now they're obsolete. It's just a snowball.
Yeah.
That if we don't stop and stand with people who this is where it starts. You know, people who writing it is the beginning. We don't stop and stand here. We never know how far down before. You know, we all just sitting at home watching AI produced content, and we ain't got nothing to do. We just sitting at home watching it. You know, that's the type of control we're looking towards when they do stuff like that. So that's kind of my worry. So yeah, we definitely need to make sure they get paid. They deserve that.
And I mean, it's real simple too. Like people, you say, well, what can we do about it? Just support the writers. You know what I'm saying? Don't go support these mofos until they give them their bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if that means, you know what, the hell with my Disney Plus subscription. You might not even need to go that far, but the very minimum you can do is just stay off socials with, you know, talk about, oh, well, I wish this show would come back. Like, if you want to go post something like that, go post something at Disney or at Bob Iger and be like, hey, pay them people so I can get my show back. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take that out, or don't take that frustration out, or deflect or direct it towards the writers that are on strike. Because I, as somebody who's worked in a union, when they decide to strike, you don't really got a choice. Like, once the union say this is what we doing, this is the way you gonna move. And because you are a union and you want to show that solidarity, that's what you do. Right. But at the same time, when you make that decision, that means you are accepting the fact that you might not have no bread. It might be hard to eat.
Right.
So like, keep that in mind, man. Because I mean, we went through that, you know, years ago with AT&T. We was on strike for about a good 3 weeks, I think, 3-4 weeks, bro. And it was like, it was cool at first, but you know, when you young and you ain't putting no money aside, and then all of a sudden that reserve money go away, now you like, I'm gonna do this.
Right.
I'll show y'all want to talk about it one more time, but no, you can't do it, man. It's just like you gotta stand strong. So just continue to show love and support, you know, do what you do, but keep the pressure on these big wigs, man.
Is that what we calling it now?
And damn Allen Iverson for taking all these jobs, man.
Oh,
hey,
man.
Shout out to the homie Seals. I see you in here, man. What's poppin'?
Shout out to Steve. If I'm not mistaken, that's the homie we was on the stream with a while ago.
That's what's up. What's up,
yeah, man,
Steve?
See him popping up in here.
Yeah, man.
Popping up in here. And I'm glad he actually got a picture, because that's the only reason why I remember him. Y'all know me and names, man. Shoot,
hell yeah.
But I remember a face, especially if it's friendly. So
that's right.
Yeah, the good thing about this writer strike is we got plenty of stuff to keep you busy. Because if you ain't got nothing to watch, you're gonna have plenty to play. Plenty to play. It's all kinds of stuff.
Man.
So
man. It's all types.
You know, we gotta talk about some of these games.
Indeed,
man.
Especially that Spider-Man 2 with that Venom suit.
Man. Can we talk about that trailer for a minute? I know we spent a good amount of time on Spider-Man, but can we circle back and just talk about that gameplay trailer for a minute?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk
I mean,
about it.
Can we even, to put you on the spot, can we even throw it up in the background while we talk about
Oh
it?
yeah, that's
Don't even need the volume. I just want
already.
to marvel at it. No pun intended. See what I did there? I just want to just take it all in, Paul. I just want to be able to see. Look. Oh man, that's go. We got to have a counter. We have to have a pause meter every time we have that moment. We got to have Kavai Avatar pop up like old boy in Mortal Kombat saying Toasty, and just have him pop up. Oh man,
brother.
I just want to take it all in, man. All of it. I just want to. See, I'm talking the trailer, man, the footage, the gameplay. That's all I'm talking about.
It's a negative 5 points.
Relax. Man, like when this first came, because I was watching the PlayStation Showcase, right? And so when this first showed up, you know what I thought? At first, I thought it was Wolverine. I thought it was a gameplay demo for Wolverine. But then as it keeps going, and we'll keep watching it, I was like, hold up, that's Kraven. And I was like, no way, bro. They not finna do Kraven. Like, no. I'm just the graphics though. Like,
yeah, man.
It's something different, man. And the thing that I was sitting here thinking about with this is, imagine playing this on the PSVR and you got that 120 hertz pass through. So it's just this
oh yeah,
crisp and clear. Look at, all right, come on.
Man,
it was crazy, man. I was just like, hey, I am here for
AI am here, huh? What? AI am here.
Huh? AI am here.
That AIM Avengers. See, I'm tying it all together. Don't do that.
There it is. Okay.
Substitute Captain America.
Oh man, but yeah, it's like this right here. I remember I was looking at it when I was watching that. Like I said, I thought it was Wolverine at first. Then when I realized it was Kraven, I was like, but wait a minute. So how is this gonna end up playing out? If what are they showing his origin? Like, how is this gonna work? And then these Jews roll up, and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What is this? What is this shit? And all of a sudden, man, it all started to come together. And I'm like, hold up. They about to go on the hunt. And if you look and you see, you got Black Cat, Prowler, Wraith, Tombstone, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Bruh, I was like, hold, you got Kingpin over there. I think the other one was
what's his name? Your boy,
the one they ruined in
the
Taskmaster. Yeah, the one they ruined in the Black Widow movie. Taskmaster's over there.
It's tight in this game though.
So it's and so that aspect had me real interested, because is that gonna mean that like those, like how's that gonna work in terms of like, are you gonna have to go work with them to try to like stave off Kraven, or what's gonna happen? But then they hit me with this, because then this phase out when they hit you with a time jump. So
yeah,
now what I'm curious about is, are we going to experience this time jump in game, or is it by the time we start gameplay, will we start at this 6 months later mark?
Right,
like
okay,
I'm really curious about that. Like, will we be in New York before Kraven's them show up, and then will we see this kind of happen, or is this going to be kind of the entry point for the game in terms of where we start?
Right. I kind of hope it's not, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I hope it's not. I hope this is kind of like maybe a third way of the way into the game.
I would say, like, maybe not started, but probably before you get out of the first act.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can see that.
Like the end of the first act.
Yep, like right about a third of the way into the game. Yes, exactly.
All those black tentacles.
Yes, and I'm looking at it, and then when I realized this was gameplay, I was like, bruh. Easily best gameplay Venom period. And I ain't even played it yet. But this will be the best video game adaptation of Venom we've gotten. Easy.
Oh yes, especially where they have him utilizing the tendrils. It's always
Exactly.
it's a Venom
And the
thing
fact
right
that they
there.
have it, and this was one of the things that I loved about the first game, right? Is the fact that you had like those special abilities that would let you kind of like just take out a nice little wave of enemies all at once.
Yeah,
And you can see with the gameplay that they've like expanded on that. Cause like right here, this, I'm like, bro, let's go.
yeah.
Like, let's go, bro. Like in game, I'm done, man.
Took out all 4 of them, mother.
All 4 of them, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I love when games give you like that ability to where it's not always that I gotta pivot and button mash my way through the like let me take out a nice little chunk of these dudes at once, man.
Right. And you know, looking at this now, that costume is pretty dope up close.
Yeah, that costume is fire. And then you have the real-time gameplay switch. Like, and I knew, you know, I'm glad to see that like video games didn't go too crazy with this after GTA 5, right? Because I thought when GTA 5 did the whole have you switch between characters real time kind of thing, that like games were just gonna start like trying to adapt that left and right. And it was refreshing to see that they have that in this game to a degree, but that and to be reminded of kind of like that gameplay mechanic, because I think that'll really work well in a game like this, especially if you have time-based missions.
Right.
Like that'll be dope if you have like missions where you even if it's side quests where you got to try to knock out certain stuff with both of them in a certain amount of time. Like I like little stuff like that.
Can we just talk about the detail in the costumes though?
Yes.
Like they are murdering this in the greatest way possible. Sorry, YouTube. Words I can't use. Fuck y'all anyway. But anyway, you know, looks so dope.
Yes.
Like
yes, and you can see like the expansion on like the gameplay elements from the first one. Like, dude, yeah, I was loving it.
I'm so glad they brought this back.
Yes, yes.
I don't know why they
absolutely.
didn't put this in the first Spider-Man game.
Right.
But I was so happy to see this.
Yes,
like, man,
absolutely,
finally.
absolutely.
I bet you it's gonna have to unlock it though. I bet you don't start you off this way.
And then being able to simultaneously incapacitate 2 enemies from up top like that from stealth, like beautiful.
Yes, like I cannot wait to experience where this game goes.
Yeah, man, it's like just like you said, the animation, the detail, the graphics, it's all fire, man. It's all fire. And I tell you what, now they gave us in the first Spider-Man game, they gave us the animated Spider-Man the animated series costume, cell shaded and all. I better get Miles Morales cell shaded in this game. I better get Spider-Verse Miles Morales in this game, man.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm
almost
positive.
I need that.
I don't know if it'll be immediate, but
yeah,
I mean,
it don't have to
game's still
necessarily
in
be
development,
immediate.
so I mean, it might actually be.
No doubt, no doubt.
I'm curious to see what kind of DLCs and extra costumes they come out with this game too. So I mean, that's most definitely a possibility because they had the cartoon version Spider-Man in there. If I'm not mistaken, one of the recent updates that they have for the PS4 Spider-Man, did they include Into the Spider-Verse?
I don't know if they've got anything from Into the Spider-Verse.
No,
on there. They got No
Miles
Way
Morales
Home
game. On the Miles Morales game, they have it.
I don't know. See, and I was just looking at
they do.
Nerd Mafa say he haven't played Miles Morales. I have it and haven't finished it.
Yeah, they have it.
I need to finish it. So yeah, it may be they may even have it on there, and I just don't know it because, like I said, I haven't finished Miles Morales yet. I was slow burning that one because I didn't want to be like starving for a new one and then having to wait. So now that we know this one's coming out, September?
Yeah.
I'll have Miles Morales done by September for sure.
Yeah, it's not a bad game. And like,
it wasn't that it was bad.
I stopped at 50% exactly. And I literally beat it like an hour after that when I played.
Yeah, it's not that it was.
See, that's why we need to
walk right into that one.
Didn't he though?
We are like 5.
Beat it like an hour later. All right then, Michael.
That's 4 times. We almost had a Booker T. Okay.
We almost had a Booker T. Oh man, hold on.
I'll catch Kavai one.
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, this is I still like there's certain things, and it's being nitpicky, but there's certain things like the reptile skin. I'm like, for this to be PS5, that's still, or like the graphics right here on the fish.
For the
I'm
fish,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, for this to be PS5, it's still the best we can do with that, man. Like, y'all can put a little bit more effort into making that look a little bit more realistic. But I am not mad at this Venom though. That Venom symbiote is fire.
I can't wait to see actual, like, this is hype, but I can't wait to see actual Venom.
No doubt.
And then just that story on how they probably gonna have to try to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
And shoot,
Gonna
even
be crazy,
experiencing Peter getting rid of the suit in the first place. I really think like Spider-Man 3, that game really wasn't all the best because you had to play the storyline for the movie.
Yeah.
So I really want to see how they come across it on an original story.
Yeah, man. It's just and I'm wondering, you think there'll be any type of co-op?
If they do, it'd probably be like Gotham Knights. And
Maybe if having online.
Yeah. I'm totally down with like the online co-op. I'm totally down with some online co-op, man. Like it'd be cool to do some of these missions and be able to tag and be able to link up with the homies and do that.
Yeah. It seems like
of course we'll have to get on that Twitch and stream some of that if we can.
Oh, you already
know.
Either
way, man. We definitely gonna get back into that. It's just
most def, man. Yeah, this whole game.
But yeah, like this whole scene right here, bro. Like yes, I'm here for all of it.
Really exciting.
Look at the water. Look at the water.
Right,
beautiful.
And this whole thing looks dope. Like I feel like we're finally in the city. Like,
well, see, that's the thing is like this to me is like kind of like the same boss up that we got with Wakanda Forever, right? It's like one of the things that you really that was kind of a limit in the first Spider-Man or in the PS4 Spider-Man game was you got to go all over the city, but the water and everything was kind of off limits. You didn't really go out that far. So it was like the city was diverse, but it kind of, especially with the side missions and things, it kind of got repetitive. This looks like it does a much better job of expanding it to the point where you interact with more of the city.
Right.
So it makes it feel more alive. Yeah. And that's the same thing that, I like going back to I said with Wakanda Forever. It seemed like in the first movie, we was on that same little market street. Whenever you was in Wakanda, like everything took place on that same little street. Whereas in the second movie, you got to see more of the country. And so and this is the same thing, only it's like from an interaction standpoint. It looks like you get to interact with a lot more of New York City, which is fire.
Right. Most definitely. Because I'm tired of them acting like you can't go over water or be out in the water areas. Like, I really want to see how much they're able to actually expand the map too, and see if like you're actually confined to just being in Manhattan, or if they found a way to actually like go to like Brooklyn and stuff like that, Queens and all that.
Yeah, I would think that they've had to, or I will hope. I'll say that. I hope that they have created the map in such a way that like you actually have the greater New York area at your disposal. Like I'm like you. I want to be able to go to all of the islands and like make it feel like NY.
Right. Yeah.
Fire. I was like, man, like the gameplay.
Oh. Get out the water, man.
Get out the water. You're not a swimmer, man.
I tell you, well, not just that. Not just that.
Listen, watch out, boy.
That's a huge
fish.
Right.
Fish. Oh man, but yeah, this is I'm definitely hyped for this one. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. That's right, because you still had the little ski thing. Yeah, I'm like, man.
Yeah, they put a lot into the sequence.
Didn't they though?
I know.
Like, and they're doing it like flawless and fluid. It looks dope. But I know when I play, I'm gonna mess up at least 5.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna get 8 at least once. Motherfucker gonna take a bite out of that motherfucker.
I do not want to be lizard food.
That's what we gonna say.
That's right.
But we will endure.
Yes, sir.
I wonder what the storyline is behind the lizard too. 'Cause he's not your traditional sized lizard.
Right. Well, they mentioned that he's growing, so I want to know, like, he keeps because he shed and he's like he only does that when he grows, and I was like, oh, so this one gonna keep getting like bigger.
Right. Like, does that have anything to do with the intelligence factor too? Like, is he
Yeah.
so smart or what?
I can. I'm one of them, remember? That's it. Hey, alley-oop on 3. Hard.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And you get the same people at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
3. Alley.
Oh Lord.
Yes, sir.
Damn, he killed
Got him. Man.
a noble sacrifice.
Hey, Mike Porter knows what it is. Where's the homie Fan Jackson? You know he's
Where is
this.
Fan Jackson with the
Live
CGI?
wire.
I need him to tell me if this meets his standards.
Right.
Summon them up. Somebody
Does
summon them.
this meet your standards, Fan Jackson? I need to know.
You gonna make me text him.
I need to know.
It's probably a little past his bedtime right now.
You right.
It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fire one though, man. This is gonna be day one.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm already
Day
gonna
one.
put the scruples to the side because as soon as that drops, y'all already know
On it.
I'm gonna be like,
Take my money.
Indeed.
man.
Fire.
Man.
Spider-Man 2. Can't wait for that. That's dropping in what, September, right?
Yeah, man. September this year, they made an announcement saying that they were on track. No delays, despite all the other delays. We won't be delayed on that.
That's right.
I'm
They
excited.
gave us, excuse me, they gave us our Spider-Man. They dropped a trailer for Metal Gear. Never got into Metal Gear. That was before my time. Never played Metal Gear. Don't know nothing about the gear. Don't know why it's metal.
And you never will.
Don't know nothing about it. But I guess we got some Gran Turismo on the way.
Yeah.
But it's another thing I want to talk about. It's Marvel. Still games. And I'm sick of waiting. It's been a minute. Where's my Wolverine? And where's my Cap Black Panther game?
Right.
Promised one of them team up games with Cap and Black Panther from when they was back in the day. Where they at, man? No update? No.
Don't know, man. I ain't heard Nathan. Nathan.
Only thing I've heard is that they said that Wolverine game could be out late 2024. So I'm estimating from when it was announced to now we got Spider-Man 2 to where we're getting that this year. If they pull it off, we get Wolverine the same time, no later than maybe October, November next year. Then Insomniac ain't got nothing but a cash cow in their lap because they could be busting out these games like back to back, summoning them up, back to back.
Like great. Yeah. Skip.
And they could be doing a whole nother Arkham franchise type deal. Then they can have games where they cross over. Like Insomniac, they got it, man. We just gotta wait and see if maybe they can pull it together and give us constant content when they do it.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I've heard is next year it could come out. I'll tell you another game. It's not even Marvel related, but it's still in that same boat. Whatever happened with that Wonder Woman game?
Oh man, you know that ain't coming out. Not for another 4 years at least. Because
why 4 years?
because I think it's going to take them, number one, because the development for that game is probably going to take at least a year and a half. And I think they probably shelved that until James Gunn gets his stuff off the ground. I think they're going to wait. I don't think we're going to see anything major in terms of DC games until we get the first whatever from James Gunn. Now, we got that Suicide, and I think that Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. That's going to be whatever holdover. That's going to have to hold people over until whatever comes after that, because that's it. I just feel like, why would you drop another game if you know you're about to like restructure? And that don't mean the games have to be in line with the movies, but just from a budget and a production standpoint, like I would want to wait to see how people feel about what we're doing with the movies before I start investing money. Because I mean, let's be real. Was it Gotham Knights was not it? You know what I'm saying? And they were hyping Gotham Knights. Like Gotham Knights was supposed to be it. And they swung and missed on that one. So it's like, before you do anything else, you need to reevaluate what your strategy is going to be for for DC games going forward. And I think the smart play there is just to wait and figure it out then. You know what I'm saying? Like wait, see how people feel about the James Gunn stuff, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I don't know. They said it's still coming out. And then they announced it 2 years ago. Wonder Woman got announced back in 2021. And we still ain't yet got nothing. But they got Mila Pavlin over here that made a tweet saying they've been on that Wonder Woman game for about a week now. So I'm thinking we should probably start hearing news about that. Probably, I say, if they're smart, to your point, they'll wait till after Spider-Man drops.
Yeah, see, and that's the other thing too is, like they've got to be at least a little strategic in how they handle stuff, because again, you also don't want it to be buried. You know what I'm saying? Like you've got, especially when you're talking about open world and as ambitious as that game sounded, it's like, okay, well, if that's the route, then you better make sure you nail it, because you went hard on Gotham Knights again, and that didn't pan out. So before you start doing, trying to do big things with Wonder Woman and plugging and hyping that, like, make sure it's done, man. Get the recipe just right. Make sure that you in line, at least somewhat in line with what the people want. And until we see what James Gunn do and how that lays out, I think, you know what I'm saying? Because again, if nobody's really checking for Wonder Woman, period, Wonder Woman is not a franchise that's solid enough, I feel like, for you to just drop a game and the buzz of that be enough to get people to get into it. There's got to be some kind of a ramp up, some kind of relevancy for Wonder Woman in order for, I think, for that game to really come out so successful.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't think so, to be honest, because you have the comic heads who's already keen to Wonder Woman. You got her already being presented in the movies, and there's the ladies, there's a huge following with Wonder Woman. So I think, to your point, it's like the hard part would probably be marketing it to the men in ways, but the best way that you could win anybody over with that kind of game is if you have at least one or two key elements in that game. And it's going to sound weird when I say it, but flight. If they could pull off either, and I would actually rather them make the character fly, not put her in that invisible jet. I mean, maybe the invisible jet could be an aspect if she's going like far or whatever, but Wonder Woman's got to be able to fly, because the biggest thing that's going to make people get drawn into that is because that's going to be, to our point, a whole Superman game. It's going to make you want a Superman game. And Kavai, the reason why I'm kind of talking about Wonder Woman a little bit more than Black Panther in the Captain America game, because I was sitting here trying to see if I could find anything about it, and no, they have not made any announcements, no updates, anything about either one of those games since July of 2022. Since they announced it, there's not been not lick or nothing.
And it'll probably be July 2024 before you hear anything else.
Yep, because that's why I'm bringing up Wonder Woman, because they announced that game 2 years ago, and we still ain't seen no video footage, and we just got an update about them actually, the developers and them playing the game. So I would say it'd probably be, it'd be like 2 years before we get any kind of update. and then it'll probably be like another year or so for that come out.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
we'll probably be playing Wonder Woman long before we get to see any of that.
And before we even get Wonder Woman, we still gotta wait for Suicide Kills the Justice League.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we still got that.
Justice League.
That's why I feel like it'll probably be like I would say 3 years at the minimum. Minimum 3 years before you see for one. Now I'm not saying before you get more Wonder Woman, hype trailer, whatever. But I'm saying before the game actually released, I'm thinking that game ain't released for another 3 years.
Well, okay, so they got different studios, but so the Suicide Squad, we're waiting for that to come out. They're saying February 2nd, so they actually pushed the game back because so many people were complaining about the graphics and the gameplay, blah blah blah. So we'll get that next year, and that's being made by Rocksteady Studios.
Okay.
And those who made or making the Wonder Woman are the same developers who made the Shadow of Mordor game. And that developer is Monolith Productions. So they're two different studios. So the release dates wouldn't be anything to do with each other other than, again, to your point, homie, if WB, Zaslav, and all of them are like, nah, let's hold off and make everything come out.
Yeah, that's what I meant by exactly. And yeah, it's not a studio thing about like, well, let's get this one out first. It's more so of you just dropped Gotham Knights flop. And then you got Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. You pushed it back because people were complaining about that. I don't think you're gonna go and put money into developing Wonder Woman until you see, number one, how this game is shaping out to be, closer to release and what the numbers look like once it does release. And then again, like getting the temperature of the fan base in terms of where they at. And again, it's not about like Wonder Woman being an out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
Right.
But again, there's requirements for a Wonder Woman game to make it dope. And one of them would be flight. Like you said, it'll be really key to see, especially if you're talking about an open world Wonder Woman game.
Right.
You're not talking about something where it's just like drop in, do some missions. If I'm gonna be able to explore, then I gotta be able to fly. So it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to see how that's done. And that type, unless they're working on it right now in secret, which they very well could be, I just feel like before we get any information on that, like we'll be well into some of this other shit before we get to that point. So like looking at where we are now, just like 2026, 2027, that sounds more like in line to me. Just because it seems like a long way, but I mean, think about what we was just saying earlier. This year is halfway done, and it started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like it seems 3 years seems like a minute, but remember, like for me, that's just like when they were talking about Star Wars and saying, after Rise that it'd be 24, 25 before we got another Star Wars movie, and I was like, damn, bro, 2024 is in 6 months. Feel what I'm saying?
Right. It's crazy.
It's creeping up on us, bro. I'm saying it's just
never lied.
Oh man.
What we got next, man? What we got next, Kush?
Well, man, we talked about our games. We talked about our Spider-Mans. We talked about our writers. We talked about Jackie Chan.
Right? Everybody can get it.
But we got one more thing to talk about.
One more thing.
A personal game of mine.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Keep that name out your mouth.
Uh-oh.
Do tell, homie.
We got two people tonight. I'll start off with the first. Comedic legend. Had his own TV show. Stand-up comedy. You name it. Blockbuster films. Comedy specials. Everything. His name is Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of people. Now I'm getting serious. That's a lot of people that had his name. When I say people, I mean media. These little media, small media companies on Twitter and YouTubes and everything else won't keep his name out their mouth.
Name out your fucking mouth!
They say the the man had a stroke. Okay. They say he recovering. Now you got the little Twitter trolls trying to pick what's left off the man's bones, saying he was shooting a movie. Production wanted him to get that medicine. They saying the medicine caused issues and left the man paralyzed and blind.
Paralyzed and blind.
No confirmation from his team, his daughter, nobody but these Twitter people. And I want to say, I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. The man, we don't know what state he's in. We don't know if he's blind. Hell, could he be blind? Yeah. Could he be paralyzed? Yeah. Do I think so? No. Keep his name out your mouth. Number 2.
Right?
Number 2. 3 Super Bowl rings. 2 with the Broncos. 1 with the Ravens. NFL analyst. Club Shay Shay is the name of his podcast. He has to deal with Skip Bayless and his bull jive on a daily basis.
On a daily basis.
That's right. Put it on a t-shirt. That man's name is Uncle Shay, also known as Shannon Sharp. Now, this is not a rumor. After the NBA Finals are done, he is leaving. He can't take Skip anymore. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen the slander in the unmitigated gall that Skip has to question this legend during debates. Disrespectful to the umpteenth degree, personal shots, and everything else. Now, folks are saying, oh, he's falling under the pressure. He can't take it. He's giving up his seat. Skip won. Blah, blah, blah. If you were in the same position and had all your ducks in a row and didn't need no Skip Bayless, wouldn't you leave instead of putting up with his baloney, as he likes to say it? And if he wants to leave, so what? He's leaving, so what? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the slander. I'm taking the glasses off. Put your glasses back on. No, I won't. Because when a man is trying to make his come up in the world, somebody always trying to tear him down. Put that camera on me. Always trying to tear him down. One step at a time. One foot in front of the other. Now they're trying to take his feet and put him back behind him, rolling over on his own feet. Can't take it. He gave you 3 Super Bowl rings. Two of them, John Elway. Top 5 quarterback of all time. We know, Denver Broncos. 1, 2000 Ravens. Best defense of all time. Put some respect on his name. I'm not playing. You Twitter trolls. You're going to leave undisputed after the finals. I can't take it. I love that show. I love him, not Skip. Put that camera back on me. You look good. With that being said, Jamie Foxx, Shannon Sharp, and with some help from Will Smith, keep their names.
So keep it out. Keep it out.
Out
ya.
Name out your fucking mouth.
Thank you. Get the camera off me, please. Put my glasses back on.
So you done now.
Tito gave me some tissue.
Man,
And with
never
that,
lied.
Maynes, that's all we got. We done.
Yeah, now we done. Oh shoot! How about that?
Except we are not done.
I was about to say.
Because I saw this in the chat, and people have asked for it.
What's up?
Or at least a person asked for it. And it's been a minute since I gave you one of these. And considering we just was talking about games and things coming out, it's a June NBA Finals. We got the Nuggets, we got the Heat, but damn all that. We at the very tail end of another season of 2K. We are getting ready to ride out and ride into 2K24. And my rant is simple. Randoms. When 2K24 come out, you ain't going to find me. You ain't going to see Brisket. You ain't going to try me. Don't send me no friend requests. Don't be talking all that. Don't come over here trying to troll me. Don't be joining my team. Nah, because I'm bringing a squad. We squadding up for 24. And we descending upon the wreck with great vengeance and furious anger on anyone who tries to hold my brothers on the basketball courts. And you will know my name is Brisket when I drop these trays upon thee. So in other words, randoms.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
That's that. Play with me.
What did you say, nigga?
I said, play with me if you want to. Play me twice with that bullshit is what you won't do. Brisket, come see me, motherfucker.
I'm standing. I'm still strong.
Going nowhere. Ain't scaring nobody. I got VC for days, bitch. I work. Talking about little motherfucker. Yeah. I make bills while you in school trying to make B's.
$8.
Just had to get that out, man. These randoms had me extra triggered lately, man. We ain't been streaming. I've been on a lot of 2K, and these mother. Whew. They don't know me, man. They don't know me.
No, man. You'll be okay.
Raging about anything, Lavis? You raging too?
No, I'm gonna let y'all have the rage. Somebody gotta try to stay calm tonight, man. Somebody gotta stay calm on this show tonight.
They talking on them their names. Jamie Foxx and shit. You gonna make me take my glasses off?
Hey, and you know what? Matter of fact, and on this Shannon Sharp shit. Because here's what I find funny. I find it funny how all you Twitter was all in love with Uncle Shay. You want to talk about Uncle Shay with the cigars and the Black and Miles and the Hennessy and everything else.
On Cloud 9, Skip.
Oh, you loving it. Y'all was loving it. You was out there, ain't no problem, Skip. You was wanting to put all kind of cases on it. But then the man started having a couple of little trials and tribulations. Y'all want to start dragging the man. Just like y'all do every celebrity. But you know what? That's all good. Because I'm sure he is still going to come back better than ever. And if he don't, hey, we got a spot on the main. I'm just saying. Shannon, if you don't want to have to worry about the executive producer or the co-host being all on the camera, all on social media, tweeting, come to the main game. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Say 2/3 of us wear glasses. Matter of fact, I'm slipping.
You are slipping. I was wondering.
Because I ain't streamed.
It's been a minute, but you better get correct. You better dust them, man.
Literally
look,
take the dust
I
off
put
of
mine on over
Arms.
Gotta come on with it, man.
I said here this
Still
whole
got my- I still
time.
got my stunner shades, man.
It's because I put the hat on
man.
this time
It don't
instead
die. It don't die.
of Dallas. Man.
Just saying, man. You know what it is. Yeah.
See, everything looks better now. Everything look better. That means the homie Shannon gonna end up somewhere he need to be. Jamie Foxx gonna pull through. Wonder Woman's gonna come out in the next year, and everything's gonna be right.
Look, now
with
you
the
put your
world.
glasses on. You trying to turn back the clock, huh?
Hey, you got
Trying
the Flash
to bring
coming
back
out,
a
huh?
spark, huh? You
already
thinking this after
know,
dark, huh?
We ain't trying to go back that far, no.
Hey, dude, we ain't doing this. Bleep tonight.
We here for the people, huh? Not here for the huh?
Oh man.
Oh boy, let me tell you.
I did. No, mother flipping did.
We about to get ready for the turn up, huh?
Yes, I was about to say. I
In the
think it's
stream
about that
before this
time.
here YouTube burn up, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You
man.
ready
So
killing, huh?
I
Y'all
already
getting scared,
know.
'cause y'all think I might start talking about somebody cheering, huh?
End it down. we got
Nah.
Just made it out of this. All right, just made it out of here.
Don't give me the wrap it up box, Kush. I'm good. I ain't said nothing.
You at Kush
You the
because
producer, man.
so let him get to
Hey. I don't see
Are we still
what's really,
standing?
what's really crazy is when I pull up on one of them streams one day and hit old boy with.
You owe me $15 of cigarettes.
Don't do that to him.
No!
Don't do that to him.
We gotta put cases
You gonna
on
pay what you owe.
Telling us to put our glasses back on.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Billy
Man, it
show
was
up on the stream talking about
Name out your fucking mouth!
Oh
welcome
man.
to slap me though.
Nah, he would. Nah, I don't care whose ghost possessed him. I don't care if it was
Hell no.
Tupac and Biggie. It could have been Tupac and Biggie. I don't care. I don't give a
Tupac,
damn.
Biggie, Bruce Lee, and Ali.
I'm trying to say
could've-
all five of us would have been fighting. I don't care.
This motherfucker could have pulled a Ray Skywalker and got all the Force ghosts with his at his back. You ain't gonna help, bro. We ain't. Look, don't get me started, bro. Look, I told you,
All the voices, all 30-something of them.
you will catch me laying on that dude mattress style, and I ain't talking about that gay stuff either. I'm like, you play with me, I'll drop that.
No award. It's been a different award one tonight.
Say what? Huh? What? I told you. Look,
Been a
look,
different
we live
award
at
one
5
night.
now. Now we ran through the docket. There ain't no telling what happened after you hit that point.
Right. Now, this is exactly why we need to go turn up.
I'm already turned. I've been turned since we logged in.
Right.
Play with me.
We gotta harness the energy.
Let me tell you something.
That's what happened. We mess around with fried chicken and chocolate, Skip.
That's it. You try to put some chocolate in my fried chicken, and I thought to turn up on you. I'm like, nah, we don't do that around here. Mm-mm.
Nah, man. Ain't at all. Man.
Take that on somewhere for Juvie come back.
One more time for Jared.
What did you say, nigga?
Catch it on the replay.
That's right.
Edit it out.
Facts. Man, let me pull these men's up out of here. These mains up out of here.
Oh, we leave. Is it that time already?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know if I know the people want more, but we gotta make sure that they come.
Oh no,
back.
we gotta leave them hanging like a cliffhanger.
You leave them hanging like it across the Spider-Verse.
Don't hang. There you go.
Facts.
Slicing pie and taking names.
Hey,
that part.
But like we always say,
you ain't got to go home,
but you got
to get the hell
up out of
here.
Maine.
For the main ambassador, Master Kush himself, for the homie Lavish Blackman. I am your boy Freddie Roy. We are the main authority. And we shall be back.
And we will see you
Stay tuned. In the next episode. Hey.
Motherfucking hey.
Mother. Hey.
Peace.
The force will be with you, always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name?
You hear about
The champion.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Let's go.